Sure.
Welcome to the Maximum Edge Sports Wagering Show. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. With me, as always, is my partner Anthony from Pounded Sports. We're going to be talking Monday Night Football. Welcome, Anthony. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Great weekend. Start of the week. I'm looking forward to some games tonight.
Right on. We've got Monday Night Football action to talk about. Let's talk a little bit about NFL action from yesterday. One game in particular that kind of messed me up was the Giants losing at home to the Falcons. Any comments on the Falcons-Giants? I know Giants could not cover 2.5 points at home against the Falcons.
The Giants are officially on my do not bet list because they really should have beat Washington on that Thursday night game. So then they go to home with momentum and anything because they basically should have won that game, and they lay a goose egg versus the Falcons. I mean, it was the biggest. I would hate to be a Giants fan right now because their season is gone already.
They had a week and a half to prepare, right?
The Falcons. They
had a week and a half to prepare for the Falcons, so
it shouldn't be that hard to prepare for the Falcons.
Another game I want to talk about is the Bears and Browns, and I talked about the under in that game, man, and how you and I have been. Our strategy with playing unders is to fade a rookie quarterback because they're just not capable of putting up a lot of points yet in their young careers. You know, the exception to that rule was Justin Herbert last year. But this year, you know, the young quarterbacks like Justin Fields, for example, and he went up against a tough defense that can really rush the passer. The scheme in Chicago is not helping Justin Fields at all. The play calling is kind of nonsensical. The play calling for 4 years, the 4 years of Matt Nagy, and this is what we're getting: 6 points in a game. 4 years.
It's not even that. This guy cannot get an offensive line for the quarterback. I don't care who you had behind center yesterday. It did not matter. You could have put Tom Brady. You could have put Patrick Mahomes. Hell, you could have put Peyton Manning back there. It didn't matter because Justin Fields was running for his life the second that ball was snapped. He never had an opportunity to even chance to throw the ball. He missed two. I'll say this one thing. Because he was running for his life the entire game, he missed two wide open guys downfield for touchdown. But the guy's running for his life that he's more worried about the guy behind him, Myles Garrett, who had 3.5 sacks yesterday, than actual throwing the ball. So that was just, you can't blame Justin Fields. You can't blame the defense. You can't blame anybody except for the head coach who put out nothing but horrible an offensive line. No. Myles Garrett went right around Jason Peters every snap.
And that'll happen. Now, what boggles my mind is why didn't they go to some 3-step drops, quick hits, slant passes, set up a screen to counteract that pass rush. They did nothing like that. There were 7-step drops and he was running for his life. You can't call plays like that. He's the offensive coordinator. Yeah, I was running for his life. So three-step drops and quick slants. Let's go. That's how you beat the pass rush.
The second he planted his foot, he had a run. Jason Peters could not guard Myles Garrett. No. You would think that they would have some scheme, some plan to
keep in a couple tight ends to chip. Double team him with some tight ends and give Justin Fields some time. They did not keep the tight end. No chipping on the ends. But
no, Cole Kmet's a big dude.
I wanna ask you, like, for me, until they correct some of this stuff, I'm fading the Bears all the rest of the season, because I don't think they're going to be able to put up that many points offensively. I'm going to be taking the under in their games, and I'm going to be taking the other team minus the points. I don't see them favored the rest of the season, except maybe against Detroit at home.
I hope the Lions win. I'm rooting for the Bears to lose the rest of the season and just to get a better draft pick. It's just bad. I mean, they should have lost to the Bengals. They had no right to beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
Better coaching.
And then the Ravens struggling at the Lions, speaking of Lions, and a 66-yard field goal wins it. Your thoughts on Ravens-Lions?
That game was a mess. That game was frustrating in the batting aspect. How many people had the Ravens in a parlay as a survivor pool, in a teaser? Very, very frustrating because Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, dropped 3 passes that could have led to a touchdown. 3 passes.
Right. And the over probably would have hit with those 3 touchdown passes. But
we were on the over, and it was like.
We like the over. Both the teams have been able to score in recent weeks. So another game we like the under that came through. That was the Saints and Patriots. Like, again, we said, we're fading rookie quarterbacks. Mac Jones and the Patriots put up 13 points. It was an easy Saints win, 28-13. I think you said on the show you liked the Saints in that game, +3. So another feather in our cap. And then you had the Cardinals and Jaguars. Now, this game, the Jaguars, I think, were winning at halftime. But the Cardinals for that first half were the better team, so it was a great spot to live bet that game at halftime and collect some money on the Cardinals. Any thoughts on Cardinals and Jaguars? Obviously, you're going to be fading the Jaguars the rest of the season.
Yeah, the Jaguars are actually selling their players now. They're in sale mode. 0-3. Urban Meyer knows they're not going anywhere. I mean, he said that they're going to win a game this year. I highly doubt that. I just don't see it. So they made a trade with the Panthers. They traded a cornerback to Carolina. Jaguars are in fire sale now. Don't be surprised if you see some more players off the squad traded.
Week 3 already.
Jaguars are a team
fire sale week 3.
Yeah, Jaguars are in line for the first round pick. I say the Bears are going to be in the top 3, and the Lions. I'm waiting for the Lions to win. I gotta say, that head coach for the Lions is really got a good foundation down.
Yeah,
he's giving them a chance to win. I like what he's doing in Detroit, and I expect the Lions to win at least 3 games. And I'm hoping that he sweeps the Bears, so Matt Nagy gets the hell out of Chicago.
Yeah, I think as far as Matt Nagy being relieved of duties, it has to really bottom out because the management, ownership, whatever you want to call it, just they don't move until disaster hits. So another team that's going to be looking at a top draft pick is the Jets. They're probably going to struggle to win 4 games this season. It's a learning season.
I forgot about that.
For Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence. Those teams are content to let Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, take their lumps, which is what the Bears should be doing with Justin Fields. It took an Andy Dalton injury for the Bears to get Justin Fields in. I liked the Broncos -10. I know you didn't like that, a lot of points in the NFL, but man, the Broncos can put points up. They were at home, and you and I are still fading rookie quarterbacks. I mean, 10 points, that was an easy win. They win 26.
I did bet. I did do it. I placed that wager like 10 minutes before the game started.
See,
I was
I
like,
did not get a text from
I
you
can't.
saying place that
The
wager.
Jets. I just said no. I didn't send it to VIPs because it was so late that when I send plays out, it's not fair for my VIPs to get a text message 10 minutes before the game
Right,
when half of them not going to be able to put it in time. So I really
for
can't
sure.
send a text message out. So I give at least the maximum or the I'll do is a half hour before the game starts, and I'll put stars next to it say starts in 30 minutes, but 10 minutes I couldn't do it. That's not fair to my clients. Um, I did the Denver. We actually hit both of our bums yesterday. So we had the Chargers, sprinkling
Yep.
the Chargers money line, plus
Right. You heard
240.
it
Got
here
that on the
yesterday.
show.
We heard it. You heard it here
I mean,
yesterday. Take the Chargers money
I
line.
said bold move, taking the Chargers money line.
Well,
But something told me
while we're talking Chiefs, the Chiefs find themselves at the bottom of their division at 1-2. And their defense, we talked about yesterday, was 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. Mahomes can't do it all. That defense is going to hurt them the whole season. I don't know how it's going to get better, Anthony. I don't think the Chiefs, this might be the year that the Chiefs don't win that division. They've been winning it for quite a while. You've got teams like the Raiders and Broncos sitting at the top 3-0. Your thoughts on the AFC West?
that division is fun to watch. The
It
Chiefs,
is.
the Chiefs by far have the best offense still in that division, but
Yep.
because their defense is that bad, it kind of cancels it out. I say the team to look out for, and I've been saying this since before the season started, is the Chargers. I am sold on the Chargers. 1,000% sold on the Chargers. That's been my sleeper of the year. I didn't say they were going to win the division. I figure wild card. But they are the team to wreck. Their defense is that good right now. They just needed another year for Herbert. Herbert's a man. What progression he made. But that offense is stacked too. You got Eckler in the backfield. Mike Williams turned out to be he's a stud. So now you throw the guy. Last year he wasn't getting that many targets. This year he's getting targets. Keenan Allen is not doing all the work. That's an awesome offense and a great team. My only thing is their weakness is their head coach. I think he's a little too aggressive. Going forward on fourth down last week or yesterday on 4th and 2 or whatever it was. If he didn't get it, I'm telling you right now, the Chiefs would have won the game because Mahomes was only 20 yards away from field goal range. So if they can limit the risks of what the head coach is doing, they got a great shot of winning. The Raiders, I think they're just getting lucky. They're getting lucky. But you have to have luck in your side to win.
Got to have luck on your side, sports wagering too. Let's talk about a little bit of luck on that. We gave out the total in that game. We had it capped correctly. Chargers field goal kicker misses a couple extra points, and that costs us the over. We pushed, but we capped it correctly. That line was a total 54.5. The total finished at 54. So let's talk about the hook and being on the hook in sports wagering.
So betting the hook in football and basketball, I've been like this for years. I got over 20 years of experience in sports betting, and one thing that saved me in a lot of times is buying the hook. Yeah, it's 8 cents to $1. People get all anal about it, but in the long run, do you rather lose your money over a hook, or do you rather push and get your money back? I don't know about you. I'd rather have my money back than just say goodbye to it over a stupid hook. So, like for example, yesterday, the Chiefs and the Chargers, some books had 54.5, some books had 54. I was lucky enough to get a 54. Chooch was lucky to get a 54. But some of my clients had messaged me saying, hey, I got 54.5. Should I play it? Buy the hook. And then after the game ended, I said, this is a prime example on why you buy the hook. And then another sport, basketball. I think basketball is the number one sport on why you should buy the hook. Because you know how many college players, let's stick with college. I mean, NBA by the hook, but it's more for college. You mean college players miss free throws down the last 2 minutes of the game, where it's a 1 2 minute point
Yep.
game, and say one team is up to, hey, someone just hit a three, then they foul. Well, you got -2.5. I mean, it can go both ways. You by the hook, you can at least push. So if it goes to overtime, one basket ties it. Otherwise, you're going to need a three to win. And a lot of teams, yes, they go for three, but a lot of them will drive in, go for the free throw, and then they need both free throws to hit it. And if they hit both free throws, well, guess what? You pushed. If they missed one or two, whatever. But it's very, very important to buy the hook. Stop
Right.
worrying about the price. 8 cents to $1 will save you in the long.
Yeah, it's great practice, and the sports book set the hook on the Raiders and Dolphins game. You saw that game. If you didn't have Raiders -3 and you had -3.5, well, you got caught on the hook. So listen to Anthony. That's a good strategy. And I read. I want to before we cap off our review of Sunday. I read somewhere that this week up until tonight, the under was 11-4. So, you and I had talked about how much we like the over this season with the rules and the refereeing. Well, the under went 11-4 this weekend. But one of the games that caught me, I thought was going to be a lot of scoring, was the Seahawks and Vikings. We end up with 47 points as the Vikings shut down the Seahawks in the second half. But the Buccaneers and Rams, the two late games, the 49ers and Packers, and Buccaneers and Rams, both those games, like we predicted, went over the total. We had those leans on our show yesterday. In fact, those were two of my hits. You and I gave those out to VIPs. Buccaneers Rams over and Packers 49ers over. Yeah. All right. Well, that's week.
We hit both. We went 2-0 in our 10-unit bombs.
Yep.
Chargers and the Buccaneers over. That Buccaneers over got close at the end. I was like, holy crap, if they don't get this touchdown here, it's not going to cash. When it was like, all you needed was a touchdown the whole fourth quarter. So luckily we cashed that. I mean, it should have been a sweat, but Buccaneers have a lot of problems moving forward of their defense. They're on the third string cornerback.
Right. Yeah. Another team like, the two teams that were in the Super Bowl having struggles on defense. The two teams in the Super Bowl last year, Buccaneers and Chiefs. The Buccaneers have been giving up a lot of points in their games. 34 to the Rams was 38 to the Cowboys. And last week they played the Falcons. I don't know. They gave up 25 points in that game or 23 points to the Falcons. So
something like that.
Let's talk about Monday Night Football tonight. We got the Cowboys and the Eagles. This line, I'm showing you got Cowboys -3.5 now. So I've got this is like we're talking about buying the hook if you're playing the Cowboys. Let's see. We got 62% of the bets on the Cowboys, 56% of the money on the Cowboys. So not only is the public on the Cowboys, but the sharps seem to be on the Cowboys as well. Any leans for the Maximum Edge viewers?
This is going to be a dogfight. These two teams always battle. But believe it or not, these two teams, when they play, it's not a close game. You would think it'd be a back-and-forth game, but the last two meetings are blowouts.
Right.
Well, you got the scores, right, Tooch?
Yeah. There was a blowout, in Dallas and a close game in Philly. Yeah. They either play a really close game or a big blowout. So nothing medium.
If I'm correct, they played last year on Thanksgiving, and the Cowboys just blew them out. But the Eagles were not a good team last year, and I don't think they're that good this year either. So let's go over their last two games. They played the Falcons and dominated the Falcons, which isn't hard to do. The Falcons are not a good team.
The Eagles
then they
beat
played the Niners
Falcons
at home.
Yeah.
And the Eagles struggled. 9 points. It was a 17-9. That just told me their defense is pretty good. But this Cowboys team is stacked. My edge is on the Cowboys. I'm not going to take I'm not betting the 3.5, I would take the -3, always by the hook. And I would also lean on the under because the Eagles' defense is healthy. If it was later in the season and there's a bunch of injuries, yeah, I would lean toward the over. But my lean is the under. I don't think Eagles score many points tonight. And I also think the Cowboys don't score as many as we all think they will. Because the Eagles' defense, I think they're going to come ready to play. I think
Right.
we're going to see a lot more field goals than touchdowns tonight.
These teams know each other. My initial lean's the under. 51.5 is a lot of points. There are some injuries notable. Eagles defensive and Brandon Graham, he's a pretty good player on the defensive line there. He's out. The Eagles starting left tackle, Jordan Mailata, he is out also. So the Eagles playing a little wounded here. Cowboys, of course, lost their best pass rusher, DeMarcus Lawrence. He's out. Michael Gallup, probably their third, their third wide receiver, has been having a pretty good season. He's out. And their other defensive end, Dorrance Armstrong, he's out as well. So there are some injuries on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. Both defenses have played better than I expected, exceeding defensive expectations. Eagles have a talented defensive line. Of course, Fletcher Cox is still there. Cowboys have 3 really good linebackers that they use to, play sideline to sideline and make all their tackles. I like Dallas in this game at home. I don't think 3 points is a lot for Dallas at home. If it's going to end up in a field goal, Dallas is at home. This is Dallas and in Texas. So Eagles are at Dallas tonight.
Oh, I made a mistake. My fault.
So the Cowboys at home -3. Man, Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts. I'm taking Prescott. Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. I'm taking the Cowboys wide receivers. I'm taking the home team offensive line. I'm taking the Cowboys offensive line. I don't know if this makes sense at all, but I think the Cowboys just have a distinct advantage, and that's the edge for me for tonight. Cowboys -3.
Yeah, at home. I'm capping this game when the Eagles on the road. I'm not even thinking. Cowboys at home. You can't bet against the Cowboys at home, and their team is playing so good right now. Even versus Tampa, they almost beat Tampa. So even their defense looks a lot better. So I like the Cowboys tonight for sure.
I do too. Let's talk about some promos that we got going on right now. How about we do Anthony's promo?
Yep. So yesterday we had a 2-0 and 10-unit bombs, both cash. Chargers plus 7.5, and the over in the Buccaneers game. Today we got 3 plays in the Monday night game in the Eagles and the Cowboys. If we don't hit all 3 of those plays, I'm going to give you a free week. That's simple. Sign up. We're making money. Let's do this. Poundasports.com. You can't beat it.
Right on. Again, I'm still trying to grow this YouTube channel for subscribers. So subscribe to the Maximum Edge YouTube channel. Take a screenshot. Send it to my DM. My Twitter handle is right below my chin there. And you'll get my free card for Monday Night Football. That doesn't get any easier than that. We've had some people send in screenshots and we've gotten some more subscribers. So let's keep it rolling and ready to give out our NFL free play. All right, we're sitting at a dead even 500 in our free play record with some pushes and some close losses.
It's
some
crazy.
Bad beats.
We pushed.
Yep.
We pushed on both free plays yesterday. Chargers and Chiefs over 54. Unbelievable. 2 missed extra points. Not 1, 2 missed extra points. And then the Raiders give up a 4th and goal. The Raiders give a 4th and goal as time expires to a touchdown to tie the game with a 2-point conversion. And the Raiders won in overtime -3, and we pushed on that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me right now. So there's our 2 pushes. But our free play of the day is the Cowboys. It's the safest play. It's the smartest play. Buy the hook. Don't be dumb. Because if the Cowboys win by 3, guess what? You just got your money back. If you didn't, and the Cowboys win by 3, you just lost your money over an idiotic move. I'm sorry.
Yep. We don't want to have a last backdoor cover. So, again, we're going to play
though
that by the
I don't think the Cowboys are going to need the hook. I don't think they'll need it either. But hey, you never know.
Yep. You protect yourself. So let's talk about, we're going to be, our next show will be Thursday. It'll be Thursday, same time. And we'll have free play. We're talking Thursday night football. We'll be talking the college football games. And it'll be 1:30 Eastern.
Jaguars and Bengals.
Oh, so exciting. And then some college
games.
College football. Yep. Our schedule is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday again next week. So we'll see you then and Monday. Yep.
We do 5 days a week now.
5 days a week. We just get Tuesday, Wednesday off. So all right. We'll see you next time Thursday at 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. Thanks.
And I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Unstoppable, unconquerable, on top of the world, accomplishing the impossible. Invincible hustle, mighty desire to conspire, to transpire, to be high.